Dear Mum, there's not an awful lot I remember about our relationship during the 2005-2010 period, but I think that's largely because there's not a lot I remember about that time, full stop. I hated being a teenage girl. I didn't go to school, I didn't eat, I didn't sleep. It was, all things considered, a bad time. We both know that I've gone to great lengths to forget the unique brand of hormonal malaise and indentured depression which overshadowed that period. I tried everything I could to think of to shrug off that burden from my back, but I always found it barreling straight back down the metaphorical hill of life to crush me all over again. You used to tell me it gets easier, and I'd scream, when? In time, I got so used to its weight that I'd forget I was carrying it at all. I started to say, something's wrong with me, forgetting that A, I was a teenage girl, so intrinsically there was stormy weather constantly on the horizon, and B, a chemical imbalance is not a character flaw. That doesn't mean it hurts any less, of course, as it hurt when Dad walked out, as it hurt when we were broke, as it hurt when I thought I'd be stuck in the town I hated forever. I still don't buy the idea there's nothing wrong with me, but I'm slowly coming to terms with the notion that it's the wrong bits which make people interesting in the first place. I spent many years in the curious adolescent limbo of simultaneously wanting to be both extraordinary and ordinary. I was frustrated that no one got me. I think that's why I turned to films, the natural medium of the outsider. When I think about being a teenager, I think about hurting, but I also think about other things. I think about listening to Radio 2 in the car when you drove me to psychiatric appointments. I think about the numerous times that you came to pick me up because I'd passed out at someone's house party, which you didn't know I was at in the first place. Sorry about that. Like going to the library on a Friday afternoon to rent a DVD for the weekend. I realised later that you weren't watching because you loved movies. You don't. You were watching them because you loved spending time with me. You always believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And you always said, I have to, I'm your mum. As if a sense of duty is all that compels a person to act so selflessly. And you really were selfless, because we didn't have much, and I know everything you had you gave to me. I'm exhausting. I'm not easy to love, and when I made it especially difficult, you never stopped trying, even when I was being a little shit, which I suspect was most of the time. We both know it's not always easy. It's never going to be easy. But thank you for teaching me that if you keep going, eventually you might be able to laugh about things. And in the end, laughing about our mortality and marveling at what tiny, insignificant specks of stardust we really are is the best any of us can really hope for. And I'm happy with that. Love from your petulant, troublesome, troubled, and eternally grateful eldest daughter, Hannah.